What's going on, Stunna Shades? Yeah, I'm in my indoor outdoor shade era. I think I like these damn, why does it look so dark? I look dark. I feel like it's much lighter, whatever. I like these pearl shades. These are sick. I'm a big fan of the rose tinted lenses, as they say. Let me see if we can do a little if you can see from my view. I don't know, just kind of puts a little flair on the world. Makes shit look pretty. I like it. Been wearing these a lot lately. They're from a store locally here. I don't know if I mean I'm sure there are other cities, but it's called Aquila, Akiala, Aquila. I don't know. They're great. I love these. Kalia, yeah. I thought we were all hungover today. Uh, I wasn't in the best of shape earlier. I had a late night. I took some little bit of shroomies with some homies yesterday and just like had a vibey day. It was actually beautiful outside. Sat on my fire escape for a bit and just like listened to music, like laughed and just kicked it. It was a really, really fun day. But ended up, going out, hitting a bar, made my way onto a little club. Got a little clubby last night. Just had a late night, but it was great. It was a great night. I had a fantastic time. Not hungover, but like just lethargic today. It was just like my body was tired. Like I was just at the point of, when when your body is ready to shut down and you're fighting the urge to go to sleep. I feel like that's right. I was very comfortable last night. I actually wore these shades out last night and I had a really nice um a thin hoodie. So I was like full Papa Bear mode, like hoodie up, sunglasses on, like just zoned out in my own little world. Um, it was very, very fun. What happened to Smokey Robinson? Uh-oh. Damn, I have not seen that. I legit have not been on my phone all day, so I don't know what's going on in the culture. What did he do? Rape somebody? Well, I can't say that. I don't want to put that on his jacket. Let me see. Smokey Robinson. Oh, here we go. Smokey Robinson is being sued by, could have called this, sued by four former housekeepers who alleged that he reportedly sexually assaulted them and raped them during their employment. I don't know Smokey. I don't know much about that case, but there's patterns with people in positions of power and you leverage your power at all costs. Sometimes it's not enough that this poor woman is trying to feed her family and make a living for herself. Sometimes you just got to take it a step further. Remember when he put out that album Gasms 2 years ago? That was a smoke. I mean, look, man, you can the proof is in the history. Like you can kind of see some headlines aren't surprising. They're unfortunate. I mean, it's unfortunate for the women. Again, like pending all of this being true, it's unfortunate that there's like real women that are had to experience that. But it sucks. But this is quite common, unfortunately. Um, I've never listened to Gasms, nor was I planning on listening to it. So it's not like Smokey Robinson's music was big in my rotation at all. So I'll just go about living my life and pretending Smokey doesn't exist because that's how it's been for quite a bit for me personally. Something I have been listening to a lot lately, and I'm very excited to share this with you guys. I've been in a very heavy blues kick lately, for a multitude of reasons. But also, I don't know. I just love a fucking like wet guitar. I love just like when a song sounds like Mother Nature. And I've been listening to the name of the album. The name of the group is called the Robert Cray. That's Cray. The Robert Cray Band, and the album is called Nothing But Love. And the song that I have had on a loop is called I'm Done Crying. And Mamma Mia, it bangs. I mean, I can't play it for copyright reasons. Actually, I just don't want to, because I don't have to edit it and cut it, and I'm trying to do as less editing as possible. But look it up. I don't know him personally. There's no incentive for me to plug this guy, but Nothing But Love's the name of the album. I'm Done Crying is the song that I've been listening to religiously. The freaking album cover in itself is hard. I don't know if you can see it. Damn, whatever. It's him standing in front of an old looks like a Thunderbird with a sick just bass in his hand. It's pretty sick. Great music. Love the blues. All right, what else is going on? Oh, what's good, Clay? What up, bro? When you back in New York? Celtics in 7. Yeah, 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 yeah. Everybody, Clay, my good dear friend from Love Is Blind and our jet ski home. I saw the new toys you got down there. I really got to pull up this summer, man. I got to get on the lake. Yeah, 33-8 on the road. Yeah, that's there. The thank you, Butta. That's it's the Celtics road record this year. It's historic. I mean, it's insane that things have been able to get done on the road. Justin's asked me, how have I been? I've been good. Honestly, I'm in a good groove. I was in the process of thinking about moving. And I told my apartment I'd go on a month to month, and then I've since decided to re-sign. It's actually, this is a funny story. I was looking at a couple apartments, and Boz was in town, and I happened to have a showing at an apartment in Brooklyn, and we had some time to kill. We had like a dinner or something, or I think Boz was going to the studio to lay a verse. That's what it was. So we had some time to kill for that Ab Soul song that just came out. Yeah, it's pretty sick. So we go into Brooklyn together. We got to the apartment a little early, so we're like, whatever, let's go to the bar. We'll get a little Aperol spritz, catch up, hang out. So we're hanging. And then we go into the apartment. The apartment's beautiful. It's a great space. It's got everything I want, the finishes, all that. The laundry dryer. It's got a gym in the bill. It's beautiful. It's like it would be like an adult move in terms of like amenities. And then we left, and he was like, do you really need to move, bro? And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, your spot's been like the hub and like the area that I live in. I'm just not gonna say it, even though I feel like most people know. He's like, it's so like in the mix, and like, we always, pull up, and it's just become like a part of our life in terms of like, our social flow. My apartment's become like a hangout, which I love. I love hosting. I love having people over. I just love being like, yo, I'm outside and I'll just come down and pull up, whatever. I love that. So it was more about, and if you're not living in New York, if you don't know New York, like neighborhood is everything. So while this other apartment had, an elevator, a gym, all these amenities and all this shit, it was just more like in the cut. Whereas where I currently live is just more lively. So then Boz was also like, hey, bro, outside of just like the vibe in general, like, have you really broken down the cost of what this would look like to move? And I was like, to be honest, man, I'm not financially, I don't do stuff like that. So I really haven't. And at this point, we're in the Uber on the way back into Manhattan, going back to my apartment. And he was like, well, let's like crunch numbers, which is hilarious. That Boss has become like my financial advisor. And he goes through, we're like, okay, so like obviously you're moving, you're gonna have to pay a month up front. Broker's fee, which are still a thing at the time when I was looking. I think they're done in June, so they're still currently a thing, but they're getting rid of them in June, which was an absurd amount of money because broker's fee is like 10 or 15% of the total rent. So like say, I don't know, if you're paying like 35 grand a year in rent, 10-15% of that is just upfront taken out, like in addition to you paying that's not taken from the total 35. It's just on top of that, and that just goes to the broker for handing you a damn key, something you really don't need their involvement with at all. But I get it. Respect the hustle, respect the game. So we did all the numbers, we crunched everything, and like even before I would have had to hire movers because I'm at that phase of my life, I'm not physically moving anything anymore. I think we were at about 10 to 12,000 out of pocket. And then he said, "Can you do that?" And I physically laughed. I said, no." So then I basically was like, you know what? I'm gonna go home when we get out this Uber. I'm gonna go back to my apartment. I'm gonna email my current managing group and just be like, you know what? I've looked around. I'm not in the ready to move mode. So I've made a compromise with myself, and what I'm going to do is update my coffee table, my couch, and my rug in the living room. Start there, put a little bit of money out on that, like get some nicer things, elevate my living experience. But that, will be significantly less than me spending, anywhere from 10 to 15 grand on a move. And then also committing to probably paying more in rent. So really excited to update my apartment. I may post these pieces on Facebook Marketplace or something just to try to get some bucks off them because they are great. The current stuff I have is fine. It's just I've had it for like, 4 or 5 years. Well, the shit, I've had this couch for shit 6, 7 years, 8 years, but I just need to. Some things just need to be refreshed and updated. So that's where I'm at with the move. I'm staying put, but I'm going to do some home furnishing updates and stepping more into an adult space. Um, how's that sound? Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I had a great call earlier with my mom. I feel bad because I wasn't feeling the best, so I didn't like. I, I don't know. It was just it was a lot of story times. I just lent her my ear. We talk often though, so Mother Day is special, and we need to celebrate moms today in particular. But we talk quite a bit, so it's just another day for the Delgados. Uh oh, I saw Sinners. Um, can we be honest? Is this a safe space, chat? It's I gave it immediately after I left the theater. I gave it a 6.5, maybe a 7 on a good day. I I think they could have trimmed like 25, 30 minutes off that movie. And by the way, I know I'm speaking about it. I won't spoil it. Um, but it's saying it's a lot of hype. That's the thing. I feel bad because I feel like my review of it may be my harsh criticism may be due in part because of the amount of adulation it got amongst its release. And by all means, love Coogler. So happy that he did he took a bet financially. It obviously paid off. Like he's good. He's fucking straight. Like the cast did a great job. Everyone kind of smoked it, but like I just didn't. It just wasn't. I don't know. The story it said it just wasn't great. I don't know. I just wasn't crazy about it. It seemed a little tongue in cheek. I don't know. And the other thing that I still haven't found the right way to say this without sounding like an ass or ignorant. I was saying this to I was talking to a couple friends about this, and at a store, my friend was buying a watch, and a woman overheard my comment, and she like made an audible snark. She snarled at my remark, but what I said was like, I don't like that with black filmmakers. They always have to like. There's a luxury when you're just like a white guy in like a creative field, you can just create for the sake of creating, and no one's gonna look at it through like this political socioeconomic lens where it's like you don't get judged on how woke it is or like how historically accurate and impactful this is, and this is push the culture forward. I don't like that every black creator I mean, and I know that's like kind of Ryan Coogler's thing, but like he's put in that category. Like everything has to be like this fucking grand gesture of like history and just like a lesson. It's like, bro, I don't like those moments for me. It's like not everything has to be this like let's open the textbook and learn about the history of the South. It's like, can we just make a movie to make a movie? That's kind of what I'm at. I don't like that black creators are always put in these positions to just look at as like, you got to educate. You got to educate. It's like, you don't have to be the guy. And I know that's important with your art. And I know you want to, every artist has a message and every artist has, but like, and I guess if that's the point of that film, then fine, so be it. But I don't know. I'm kind of over that stuff, to be honest. I don't know. And it sounds, it's like, wow, Julian, you don't want people to learn about the history of the black culture and the struggle in the Mississippi and the Irish thing and the whole thing. Yeah, but like every single time, like every fucking time someone black does anything, it has to be this whole, what film did a really good job of kind of making fun of that, and playing into like putting that whole stereotype on its head, and it I think they won an Oscar. I know they were nominated. American Fiction with Jeffrey Wright, one of my favorite actors. He is it Jeremy Wright or Jeffrey Wright? Doesn't matter. Anyway, he's in the Bond movies as well. Light skin, like black dude. He's incredible. But that movie, Issa Rae's in it as well. Issa Rae's in it. She kills it. But that movie does a very, very good job of taking my criticism. It's like a film based on the criticisms that I just laid out, um, which is that level of like making making fun of the whole process and making fun of that. I don't know, and I feel like when it's done, like when movies like that are done, when people create for that, it's like, is that really for? Are we doing it for us, or is that doing it, or like is the studio? Are you doing it for the studio? Is it performative? I don't know. I can't know, and I'm not trying to throw all this shit on like Cougar's jacket at all, but I don't know. There's something that just kind of rubs me the wrong way with films like that. Call me crazy. What else is going on? Smokey Robinson's a creep. I finally saw Sinners. I want to see Friendship. Friendship's the Paul Rudd, Tim Robinson film. A couple of my friends of mine saw it. They loved it, and I'm jealous that they didn't ask me to go with them. I was actually pretty upset, but whatever. I'm trying to see that. That's at like select theaters in New York. It's only showing in 2 theaters right now here. Um, but Tim Robinson's hilarious. He's the creator of he co-wrote and creator of the Detroiters. It's a show on Netflix, which is hilarious. And I Think You Should Leave is his like big breakout show on Netflix. That's a huge success. He used to write for SNL as well. He was a little too far out there for that job. Kalia said, "I'm looking forward to finally seeing the Final Destination Bloodline. I'm geeked. I should not be this excited about a Final Destination movie. There's something about those movies that I love. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because there's a nostalgia factor to it, and they always find a way to make it fun, and they always find there's such like an underlying tone of humor in those films, which I think is really, really, really done well. Whereas like in comparatively, Saw is something that I would say is in that same playing field, but Saw tinkers more on the horror rather than like the kills are always the traps, "Well, you gotta get the key out your asshole," or like, eat this kid's ass and you want to free your family. It's like whatever the whole like thing is. But Final Destination is so the amount of like suspense and build is so masterful, and there's so much even in the trailer that they've been promoting, there's so many like diversions where you think like oh well, that the piece of glass that fell, that's going to be that's the thing, but that's just a small domino to the ultimate thing. I don't know if you saw the trailer when the guy just gets the dad gets his head just lopped off in a the blade of a lawnmower there during a family cookout, which is how most white family cookouts end, by the way. A blade in the fucking jugular. Fun fact if you've never been to a white cookout. Let's see. Oh, you want to hear something crazy? This is funny. Because Netflix cracked down on family sharing for accounts. I haven't had a Netflix account because I've also just been like, screw them or like pinching pennies, whatever. Don't really care to subscribe to another thing. And then today, after like probably 3 or 4 months of not having an account or access to an account, I made a Netflix account today. And I was in the middle of watching. I watched Tim Dillon's special. I wanted to watch that. I Am Your Mother, I believe it's called. It was all right. I like his podcast a lot. And then I watched. I'm not done with it, but I'm watching the Kill Tony live special right now, which is a beast of a production. Jesus, it's a lie. It's a long show. I kind of was dozing off a little bit, not because it's bad, just because it's tired from the last night. But currently watching that. Shane Gillis is on there doing his Trump. They have Adam Ray playing Dr. Phil. It's just like they brought out all the beasts. Your boy has been off the timeline. The only thing consuming my attention outside of work and stuff is the Knicks. I've been watching a whole lot of Knicks. I tried to watch a scary movie last night when I got back home from the night out, and it was not good. I think it was called Heretic or something. It was Hugh Grant. Uh, Maybe I was just not in the right headspace for it. I was. It like still a little trippy. Uh, but it just I don't know. It's two girls walk into a house. They're Mormons. They want to get him to convert, and then he traps him in the home, and it's like this whole thing. I didn't finish it. I don't know how it ends, but it just like it was pacing too slow for probably what I needed at that time at that hour, and I just kind of like let it go. Oh yeah. How could I forget? Thank you, Deegan. Kanye's back. Unfortunately. It's weird because this is like that thing where people keep saying he damn it, he dropped a banger. It's too good of a song. And it's like I mean, lyrically, it's nothing to write home about, but I will say that beat is incredible. That beat is fantastic. It is nice to know that he's still a. I hope he produced it. But it's nice if he did that he can still chop up some keys and produce beautiful music. That song is getting a lot of love from the expected crowd that you would want to hear that. You would think would want to hear that. Nazis. They've really taken that sound and that song and run with it. Um, I mean, as expected, but Kanye's gonna Kanye. I think he's on the fast track to unaliving himself at some point, and then we'll look at him differently, and everybody will say he was always just a misunderstood genius, and we owe him an apology, and whatever, and somehow people will blame Kim, and I'm sure his end will be tragic. I hate to say that. I don't want to put that on his jacket, but it seems like we're trending in that direction. Um, will I be listening to that song? No. But yeah, I don't know. I hope it's worth it for that Dave Blunt's kid, that large man that he's been working with. I know he's been writing a lot of his stuff, so hopefully that well doesn't run dry. And he can still a get paid, because we know Kanye historically has not paid artists, which is you know par for the course. Someone in that mental state. Oh, that chick on Fox News that fainted in the broadcast. That was crazy. What was she like? Slick talking Kamala and Joe Biden, and she passed out. That anchor, the co-anchor, what a dick. He was just like, "Oh, right, bitch. Anyway, so let's talk about why Biden's America is the worst thing in the world." Like, bro, get out the chair and go to your coworker. You were the first person on the scene. Get up, do something, bro. There you go. That's a Fox News man right there. Just look at the woman just passed out on the floor. And if you're not fucking her, then there's nothing you can do. She's just like, well, I can't bang her. We're on camera. We're live on air. So I guess I'll just go about the news broadcast. You can hear someone off camera there just go, yo. And it's like the most authentic response, which was pretty funny. But um, yeah, that guy's a fucking dickhead. I hope I'm hope he apologized to her in private, but I feel like, you did that on air. I feel like you should probably make a statement or say something on your show. Probably. Oh, GTA trailer. Oh yeah, everybody wants to have sex with a cartoon character, not a cartoon character, a video game character. Um I do love GTA. I mean, I grew up playing that. My first memory of GTA was always playing Vice City. My older cousin had it. He'd always take the katana and lop off people's heads on the boardwalk. That was my favorite thing to do. The bazooka was also fantastic. The rocket launcher. The tank mod was fantastic. I was big on the tanks. What else did we do? Yeah, I mean the bike, the Miami Vice. That was such a great video game. I do want to play that. The map looks insane. That girl, I mean, it is a video game character, but she is bad. There's that one shot with the shot. Yeah, insert shot here. Yeah, it looks like a good game. I'm trying to stick to the gaming. Oh, the only game I have been playing still is that NCAA football game. I'm in the top 25,000 globally. So if you play me, you most likely will lose. But I love that game still. I need to get a new controller. My controller's doing this thing. I'm still winning. Um, I'm still winning, but my joystick on the right stick or the left stick, pardon me, it works fine. Like it's not stuck, but it's like naturally the player wants to run to the left, like he'll just curve. So I have to like constantly click the stick and then like move it around. I just am not trying to go out and buy another controller right now. But it sucks that these things just kind of like whatever happened in like the early 2000s when I had a GameCube and my brother and I would like throw that thing at a wall and it would not break and you could pick it up and play that controller. If I went home, cleaned out my parents' attic, grabbed that GameCube, plugged it in, I could be up and playing in 5 minutes, not even. Controller works fine. Everything works fine. This freaking PS5, man. I got this thing in November? I think I bought it as like a pseudo birthday gift to myself. It's not even a year old. This controller's already cooked. It's done. Like it works, but it's not reliable. Like I don't throw the thing too. I'm not like a screaming, white guy anger video gamer. I literally pick it up off the little charging stand that I bought for it, play it, and put it back on. I don't think that thing has ever fallen on the ground. I don't think it's ever, been stepped on. Like I've no water has been poured onto it. Nothing has happened to that controller except love and attentiveness and a mild use. And now this thing, just all my guys, when I hit a hole when I'm playing the football or like when I'm on defense, all my safeties just start running to the left. I'm like, dude, I can't. So I'm like constantly switching players. It's actually really aggravating now that I'm saying it's really freaking annoying. I just got to get a new controller because it's gonna fuck up my ranking too, which is really what I'm most concerned about. Is keeping my goal. I want to break 20,000. The real goal is like to get obviously as high as possible, but I got to keep playing so I can get my ranking lower and lower and lower, or higher, should I say? I don't know, whatever the number is. There's like hundreds of thousands of players to play. I'm in the top 25,000. I need to get better. I need to get better, and a part of that is going to be needing to get a new controller. So maybe I just got to suck it up and just get a damn controller. Um, yeah, my controller, yeah, dead ass Deegan. My controller drifts. It's really obnoxious. I wish I could show you guys. It's God, it's really, really unfortunate because I didn't do anything. Like I didn't. It just plays. It looks great. Whatever. Hi, awesome lady. Thank you. I think wireless controllers are a lot more fragile than the old school ones. Oh, for sure. 100%. I mean, the everything like the convenience of technology. I mean, nothing. The quality of products today is dog shit. Like we even down to appliances like refrigerators and ovens and toasters. Like there's stuff here, like appliances here. My parents have a fridge from like 2003, and that thing is cooking. I move an apartment. I get a fridge. These things go out in like 2 years, 2 3. It's like what? Why are we building products to break? I mean, I can understand incentive wise. It's because then you need to buy another one and there's more money involved. I guess I'm just answering my own question, but it really is like a uh, insulting to to customers to just continuously create semi good quality products because that they'll because of it's not even like a matter of demands. Like you need these things. I'm not saying this applies to the PS5 controller. I'm saying like a refrigerator or a real household appliance. You just can't. You need these things to have as a home. So you're just burning money every few years because nothing lasts anymore. It sucks, man. Like I can go home and pull out some old toys or old video games or a fucking Game Boy Color, and all that shit'll work smooth. Maybe just you need some new AA batteries. Bet this everything takes forever to turn on, to load, to run, to power. Like this fucking thing is 500 gigs of storage. It's like almost done. Like how does this keep happening? But I can go on and on about that. It's so obnoxious. I want to get MLB The Show. I used to love that game. Uh, MLB The Show with my current controller probably wouldn't work because all my pitches would probably just dip to the left, or like I would just miss on a baseball trying to swing at it. But um, I still want to get The Last of Us. But I gotta prioritize getting a controller. I've just been super lazy, and it's the summer, so I've just been like I've been eating out a lot. It's just expensive to be a functioning adult in the city. And I'm not complaining. I'm just saying my priorities are more in the social scene at the moment than what do you call it? Uh than gaming in my bedroom. Can you reset a controller? Ooh, I look into it. I still haven't played Last of Us. Now I want to. I'm honestly thinking about buying another PS3 so I can play Fight Night. I loved Fight Night. Fight Night's a great game. I think I have a PS3 at home. Um, I definitely have a PS3 at home. I To get my PS5, I had a PS4 here that I hadn't turned on or used in like 3 or 4 years, and I exchanged it. So I think I actually come to think of it, I think I got my first game or two with that exchange money. So theoretically, I really haven't put much money into the PlayStation itself. Maybe I just got to get a damn controller. History right here, guys. I finished the stick. It's the end of it. It's the end of the road. I did it. It's becoming a stat lately. I keep getting to the end of these sticks. I'm becoming a that's how you know I'm growing up. That's how you know I'm becoming a responsible young adult. I have not lost or I've misplaced plenty of chapsticks. I've misplaced them damn near every week, but I haven't lost them. I keep finding them and I keep getting to the bitter end, which that is a true sign of becoming an adult, guys, is keeping stuff like that and knowing where it is. Not at all times, never at all times. That'd be psycho to know where everything is at all times. But knowing that in one of your many pockets or in one of your messenger bag things or something, you will always find one. Oh, new pope. Yeah. Novograd. We have a first American pope, and Trump's got to be feeling away. I know he wanted to put his hat in the ring. New pope. I mean, that's sick. Like that was a really quick conclave. They just called it early, white smoked it. I wonder, I would love to see how that process goes. I know I gotta watch that movie called Conclave. I haven't seen it. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy seeing these old photos and old videos of the current pope like at the 2005 World Series in Chicago. Just sitting in the crowd on the south side, like in a television broadcast pan shot. He's just there on the phone, you know? It's pretty cool. I again, like, I know it's a huge deal. I wish I cared more. But I don't know, it's pretty dope. My mom actually wrote me about it, because she's very much involved with that stuff. Let me see if I can find what she said. It's an emotional day. Um, but I've been watching live at St. The new pope was named, and he was the first American pope born in Chicago, lived most of his life in South America, Peru, and in Europe. A very close friend of Pope Francis. He chose the name Leo the 14th to follow Pope Leo the 13th, the first pope of the 20th century who focused primarily on poor, the migrants, and the displaced. Isn't this funny? Like, these are the texts I get from my mom. These aren't like, this isn't Google, this isn't Grok. This is just my mom is just like this purest form of an encyclopedia. And then she goes on to say, he's dedicated to saving the environment, justice for migrants, the disenfranchised, and he rejects fascism. He believes LGBTQ plus deserve respect, but hasn't weighed in much on marriage. Pope Francis was pro LGBTQ marriage. This Pope speaks Spanish, Italian, French, Portuguese, and English, and reads Latin and German, just like me. And he is obviously, like I mentioned, a Villanova graduate. Pretty exciting stuff. Let's just hope he stays away from JD Vance because we can't just keep going through popes every month. We need to keep them safe. Something about this timing of this new pope feels off. What's wrong with the timing? I don't know. I feel like in this era, these conclaves, these things just get shorter and shorter. I wonder how much of a difference an American pope, what that means globally. I think hopefully having an American pope, assuming he's likable and well loved, hopefully that can change our current reputation globally because we can all be honest here. America's a bit of a trash baby at the moment. No one respects us. Our allies bully us, and we're kind of a laughing stock when it comes to a lot of stuff. So hopefully, this pope can offset the current administration's mishaps and give us a positive review globally because it's not looking good. Speaking of global conflict, what is it? India and Pakistan are like going at it right now, and I believe they have nukes. Um, only for they have weapons of mass destruction, but like only capable of reaching each other. I believe. I know Pakistan does. I don't know. I forget the whole scope of that beef, but that's pretty crazy. A war torn region, and they're going at it, like they're fighting. That's got to be fucking tragic. It's awful. Yeah. Anyway, Rusty said game 4 tomorrow. I know, man. I really am trying to not do the stream and just come in here and talking about the Knicks. I know. I know. Maybe I can have you guys pick my shirt to wear tomorrow, which Knicks shirt I'm gonna wear. Get ready with me. I will say this is maybe the first time I've put on a shirt that's not a Knicks shirt in like the last 2 weeks. I have about like 4 or 5 that I've just been like rotating happily. They're nice. Spend some money on some good quality Knicks shirts. I need a good Knicks hat. That's what I don't have like a Knicks dad hat, which is actually quite frustrating. I have a the Awake collab. It's a snapback, but I'm not really gonna wear a snapback like that. But I want to get a nice Nick dad's hat. If anybody knows a good one, um, shoot me a link. Or if you're in the gifting mood, I'll take it. But yeah, I need a Nick's dad hat. That's my priority at the moment. Preferably in black. I don't really like. That's the problem with liking sports teams. I'm not like a big fan of like big bold like kiddish colors. Yellow or not yellow, pardon me. Orange and blue is just like I'm not wearing that much. Like the 2 Knicks shirts that I wear the most are black. And obviously they have like, Nick Stevan. But the base color is black. And the other third one that I have, the base color is white. And even the Knicks hoodie I have, the base color is black. So it's like I like that. Give me the orange as an accent. Don't make orange the whole damn thing because it's too loud. I may be stepping out tonight in a bit to just catch up with a friend, get a little bit of wine, perhaps, maybe sit outside if the weather permits. I think it's beautiful outside. I went on a little brisk walk today. I found a new coffee shop. It's weird. I've been here for so long, and I'm just now finding spots. I've so stuck in my ways when it comes to certain things. Um, and I finally came across a new coffee shop that's like legit uh, a half a block from me. It's great. I've been going there a lot. Um, Fantastic matcha lattes. Snapback era, right? I used to go when I was in college. Was when like Wiz's Black and Yellow came out, and I used to wear a Pittsburgh Steelers snapback, not Pittsburgh Steelers, Pittsburgh Penguins snapback hat almost every day in college. Mind you, never been to Pittsburgh. Do not give a shit about hockey. I like watching hockey live. I don't care about the Pittsburgh Penguins. And I bent the rim like back, so like it kind of like this is the bill, and it was like kind of like tilted. I was obsessed with this hat. That was like my identity for at least 2 years of college was snapbacks. I had colorways for days. That was my whole thing. Man, I loved snapbacks. I just can't do them anymore. I don't know. I also don't like the fit. The 5-panel fit is too bulky. It's too wide. Like it makes your head look huge. Like the older snapbacks were more like form fitting, I feel like. And to be honest, I just love a good dad hat. I just love a classic, cap. Um, that seems to be I anytime I don't want to do my hair can be a bit of a process. Honestly, before I record most days, I just wet it. I don't even put product in it. This is just like water. Just watch it hold on from whatever, product was in it the night before. But I can get super lazy and just throw a hat on and then just go outside or if I'm on a Zoom call, take a lot of like calls, here, Zoom or whatever. And I've said to people, I'm like, yeah, like if it looks like I just woke up, I promise I didn't. It's just this is just how my hair it looks when I'm at home. It just looks it's more frizzy and like it's big ass curls, but it's more frizzy and like afro-y and kind of, chaotic. A little bit of water goes a long way, kind of locks everything up. But I always feel like and maybe it's just criticism of myself, but I always feel like I look like I just rolled out of bed when I take these calls or like walk around the neighborhood without doing my hair. Relationship with hair is always an interesting thing. I feel like so many people go through that and it's such a unique experience and there's no universal way to be comfortable with your hair, find the right style that works for you. It's always like I think I may have figured out what I liked with my hair like as recent as like 2 or 3 years ago. You know what I mean? Like this is like it's a lifelong thing and you kind of figure it out. It's crazy how that works. But there's not really many people you can talk to about it. I don't know. Chris Rock made a whole fucking movie about it.